Hey everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. My name is Marlene and I am with Room to Bloom. So I just had to restart the video. I was bringing forth a message from a deck called Inner Worlds, and the first card that came out tonight was Kindred Journey. It's the only one that I started to read, and then I had a blip. And so let's go ahead and talk about this, the kindred journey. So it speaks about companionship, a shared path, mutual support, harmony, a shared experience, connection, inner aspects, and uniting. So it says, no soul walks entirely alone. Look beside you. Strength and solace travel with you on this path, right? So very powerful. No soul ever walks alone. Think of those words when someone says, yeah, they're, oh, I have goosebumps. Yeah, they're like a kindred spirit, right? When you kind of just hit it off with someone. Sometimes people will use the words soul, like a lot of times people will use the word soulmate when they think it's like a love connection, but we can have soulmates in our soul connections in a variety of different relationships. Okay, so what else do we have here? Okay, we have grounded presence. So it speaks about being grounded, feeling confident, being authentic, having an authentic presence, right? Self acceptance, inner light, centeredness, and radiating confidence. Rooted in self acceptance, your authentic presence shines. Stand firm, your inner light illuminates your truth. So you hold a very grounding presence. I had YouTube on a little bit earlier, and I have to tell you, I don't really know what the actor's name is, but it was just a short on this person who basically is given away. You know, he just decided at some point to move out of Hollywood. He pretty much donates all of his proceeds from movies and such. So, you know, that is a very grounded presence, right? Where he still has his feet on the ground, if you will, right? Okay, what else do we have? We have skyward peace. It speaks about, yet again, inner peace, right? An upward focus, inner sky, spaciousness. So this is like going within to connect. A release, a letting go, serene acceptance, intuitive guidance, and upliftment. It says, lift your gaze to the quiet expanse within. Peace awaits you when you when you allow earthly cares to drift into the vastness. Again, it just reminds me of this gentleman who, you know, on this video, they were commenting, you know, that he just pretty much dresses totally casual all the time. He's just let all that stuff go, right? Okay, what else do we have? He's not chasing anymore, right? So we have the inner collage, or collage. I said college. Inner collage. You know what made me think of college is because there's an owl on here. Like the design is of an owl. It speaks about inner complexity, diverse aspects in the layered self, acceptance of your complexity, non-harmonious wholeness, observation, a very unique tapestry in juxtaposition. Your inner world is a masterpiece. Behold the rich tapestry woven from diverse and contrasting threads, right? This is really, you know, saying you have a very profound inner world, right? Okay, and what else do we have? Altered sky. It speaks about a filtered perception, having a filtered perception or subjective reality, an interstate coloring view, a unique lens. lens, emotional atmosphere, confident perspective, and awareness of bias. The world mirrors the weather within. See through your unique sky, but remember you hold the lens, which says we can change what it is that we experience, right? When we shift our energetic field and our thoughts, this type of thing, we're holding the lens. So it's also what we are choosing to think about. On the bottom of the deck, we have inner overwhelm. And it's a sensory overload, hyper awareness, feeling bombarded, mental noise, emotional intensity, a need for a pause, grounding and filtering stimuli. When input floods your senses, stillness offers refuge. Acknowledge the overwhelm and seek the quiet within. So this is really, to me, saying really becoming self-aware of what is kind of keeping you spinning, if you will. When you feel anxious, it's like if whether you're doing the scrolling, a lot of scrolling, or it's hard for you to sit still for 5 to 10 minutes in peace without either calling someone or so this is exactly what this is. So journaling would help, coloring, painting, making a conscious choice to step away from outside noise, outside of yourself, right? More intake, right? So it's like so that you can process what's already there without putting more in. It's like moving through what's there. So you can let go of the inner overwhelm. Okay, so with these cards, we're going to go ahead and step into a deck called Archangels and Gemstone Guardian Cards. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. Okay, we have Archangel Shamuel. The crystal is watermelon tourmaline. It's so pretty, isn't it? So let's talk about the tourmaline first. Are you looking for romance? Interesting that it falls under the kindred journey, right? It is time to nurture yourself and to treat yourself the way that you want others to treat you. This is a good time to rev up self-acceptance and to increase your willingness to allow more love into your life. Beautiful message. So with Archangel Shamuel, it says, my heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me through focusing my energy and intentions on divine love. Every word I say and every thought I think travel on the frequency of love. Very beautiful message, very heartwarming, right? Watermelon tourmaline. It's got the pink in there, which is, of healing. The green speaks of our heart space, right? So healing our heart. Okay, what do we have under this grounded presence? We have Sungolite. Sugilite, if I'm saying it right. You are experiencing repetitive thoughts or an incessant mind chatter. It says, are you? Which is interesting because it falls under this grounded presence. Do you grab onto a thought, a memory, or a life experience and chew it over and over and over again? Is it time to let go and to release situations from your past, whether it was 5 minutes ago or 5 years ago, and find inner peace and true happiness, to really find that grounding and say, yeah, how much energy has that situation been stealing from my whole situation, right? My energy bank. Archangel Uriel, I am a miracle worker. Love is vibrating in all aspects of my being. I easily transform and I transmute negative energy. I release the past and I move forward with love. I attract inner peace and great joy every day in many ways. I see the bigger picture, right? So, this is also a purple stone, which would be representative of the third eye chakra. Okay, under skyward peace, we have Dumartierite. It's also, it looks like a purple stone. Are you able to imagine your life asking help from the divine? Are you seeking inner peace? It falls under skyward peace. Okay. Is it time to acknowledge that you have the ability to hear, sense, or know information and guidance from angels and spirit guides? Realign and develop your spiritual awareness. Objectively observe patterns and behaviors and shift. So here is what that looks like. Archangel Raziel. I see life from a positive perspective. I have enhanced mental acuity. I magnetically attract peaceful, thoughtful people into my circle. I intuitively know what I need to know when I need it. I am grateful for assistance from the heavenly realm, right? I just allow that inner peace to be with me and to guide me. Under the inner collage, we have cobalt tone calcite, which is really interesting. It's not that far off from the watermelon tones, although I'd say seems a little bit more purple. Although it's pink because it's talking about love again. Are you in love? Are you craving health and feelings of well-being? Become a conduit for allowing heaven and earth to meet at your center. It's time to acknowledge the essence of the divine love in you. Take the time to nurture yourself. Imagine yourself in the arms of the Divine Mother. This is Archangel Jophiel, and what it says is I activate and I embrace divine love. My emotions are balanced. I am clear and joyful. I am compassionate, wise, and tolerant. I find that interesting because it falls under the owl, right? The inner collage. These qualities of unconditional love, mercy, and understanding emanate from my being. Very beautiful message. We're going to go ahead with one more here under the altered sky. Okay, Moldavite, which is kind of interesting because it's the only card with like grass, and Moldavite is green. Green represents a heart chakra. Are you able to think beyond the ordinary? Is your heart open to love and inner peace? Wow, very profound message here. We have that inner peace and love, like 4 times in a combination here? Awaken your consciousness and decide you want to see things from the greater perspective. Increased self-knowledge naturally allows for healing your heart, your relationships with others, and the relationship you have with yourself. You have unlimited potential. This is Archangel Raphael. My consciousness is awake and I am aware. I feel the limitless nature of all life. I believe in unlimited potentials and possibilities. I am creative and prosperous. I fully embrace extraordinary wealth. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. Very profound. So we have, this is about love, romance, love. So we have 3 about love in the purple cards here. We have the kindred spirit, the grounded presence, love and peace, really. Okay, at the bottom, At the bottom of the deck, we have the pink tourmaline. And this is about self-love, right? The pink. Do you treat yourself well? What kind of self-talk is going on in your mind? Pay attention to how well you treat yourself. Be aware of your inner chatter and make changes toward love. Treat yourself the way you want to be treated. It's time to awaken your consciousness and focus on love for yourself. Okay, and this is Archangel Shamuel. Unconditional love is mine today and always. Every cell in my being vibrates at the rate of love. I feel good. I am happy. I am grateful. The energy of my own loving vibration nurtures my thoughts and feelings, right? So instead of living in the energy of I want, we simply embody it and then we are. We would say I am, right? Okay. So with that being said, I wanted to step into some cards from the angel numbers. And let's see what comes through here. This is a thick deck, okay? So I'm going to see what messages are ready to step forth. Okay. 555, major changes. Are you seeing this on the clock? Are you seeing it on license plates? Are you seeing it for something that you pay for on a receipt? Where are you seeing this? Fives represent changes in your life. Get your mindset right for what is to come. Your angels are alerting you to new energy coming your way. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment to your goals, it's actually your angels' way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look different when you get what you want. Take a shower or bath using water to purify your mind and body and promote your mental alignment with the great things that are on their way to you. So this is falling under the kindred journey and the romance card. So you could be having a major change in that department, right? Big changes coming your way. Okay. You guys, renew love. Okay. A relationship needs attention. The number is 301. Now this speaks about a grounded presence. And are you experiencing repetitive thoughts? I have to tell you, this is kind of interesting because the one card, she's got her hand on her head, right? And then the first words here, are you experiencing repetitive thoughts? A relationship needs attention. Angels are signaling you that an important relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. People can often hurt the ones they love the most, and you are being called to recognize that. Who in your life could use a little tender, loving care? Think of the way you can show a person you love that they are still as special to you now as they were the day that you first met them. Are you seeing angel number 301, a reminder about renewing love? What relationship needs attention? I also want to make a note here that those numbers are yet again in the color of green, representative of the heart chakra. And by the way, this 555, when I was talking about relationship, I have goosebumps. This is representative of the the sacral chakra, which is our joy center, okay? Okay, 333, and it is also green. It speaks about equilibrium. Nurture the mind, the body, and the spirit connection. I went somewhere today and it said exactly that on a shirt. Your angels are asking you to balance yourself. What area of your life feels out of alignment? Get a meditation practice going, embark on a workout routine, or finally start that vision board you've been procrastinating on. Your angels want you to look at the areas of life that are not fully rounded out and self-correct, right? Especially when we think about the mind. What are we doing for our mind? Are we learning? Are we studying? Are we reading? Are we, growing in the area of our mind, expanding our mind? What are we doing for our body? Do we get out and walk or exercise or choose healthy options for food or whatever that is? So the mind, the body, and the spirit. What do we do for our spirit or for our soul that feels, yes, this is in soul alignment? It brings me joy. It lights up my spirit, right? So if we are working in each of those areas every day, then we really are finding balance. Or let's take an example. If someone spends a lot of time exercising and this type of thing, but isn't taking like a class or expanding their mind in some way, they may notice that if they were drawing out a graph of some sort, right? And say, okay, if I step back from this a little bit and brought some of this in, you will feel more well-rounded is what this is getting at, right? And feel more at peace with the 333. Think of mind, body, spirit, right? Thought, action, result. Okay, inner collage. We have 818. It's infinity. Life is a never-ending loop. Okay, so when we take the 8 and we put it on its side, life is a never-ending loop. One cycle of your life is ending. So this is like life between lives. So but another one is beginning. But it's a cycle yet. So the shift can feel catastrophic. But it's the natural way of things. Be on the lookout for other signs coming your way. Your communication with the angels is strong right now. Draw another card with the intention of receiving guidance in your next steps as the current cycle ends and the next one begins. I'm going to take one for right under this one. Let's see what else comes up. 111. You guys, interesting that it says screenshot. It's purple, represented by the third eye. The yellow, by the way, was the solar plexus. Pause your thinking and hit the reset button. Think of the universe as taking a screenshot of your frame of mind right now. Everything that's going on, all of your thoughts, feelings, goals, and dreams are going to be replicated. Get on a high vibe quickly so you can manifest your best life moving forward. Recall a positive memory that stirs an emotion such as love, peace, and our gratitude right now in full and living color. Very beautiful that falls under that, right? And it falls, I'm setting this on top of the card, are you in love, right? So it might be love that you think about that kind of raises your vibration, if you will. Okay, what else do we have here? Under the altered sky, the filtered perception, subjective reality, the inner state, coloring view, your unique lens, we have 3, 4, 5, which speaks of baby steps because it's progression. The numbers are progressive. Little by little, it will get done. Again, it is green, right? I also look at this when I see 3, 4, 5 in this way. I see third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. And so, this idea of being able to move, or, we're all doing this, but it's about recognizing what we're moving through, right? So the overwhelm you feel is not unnoticed by your angels. They ask you to reconfigure your perspective, and instead of focusing on the big picture, look at the immediate next step. Organizing your thoughts on paper now and write down what your baby steps will be in the forthcoming days. I'm kind of glad this came up. I'm going to speak on it. I've spoke on it in the past, but I think it was really helpful for someone who definitely was feeling this overwhelm. And we can all be there, right? But as an outsider, like I noticed it. And so what we did is we took post-it notes and we just, it was like instead of having it all up here, we would just write, what it was to be done, right? And we put them all on a board. And then it was like, okay, now that they're out of your mind and they're up there, one, you feel like you can breathe a little. Let's just pick, we're going to pick a couple of these that would be maybe top priorities, but then we're just going to pick one to work on. Maybe it's a phone call. Maybe it's a place that, need to stop into for whatever reason. And it's like, okay, I've done this action step and it can be moved to wherever. And as they're getting completed, maybe some are in the process of completion. Maybe some get completed. It's not about throwing them away. It's actually hanging on to them to see that how much progress you've made when you start to use this process. And so not allowing everything to build up so much that you feel so overwhelmed. It's like, if I have something else that I'm working through, I will put it up there. But it's also not a race to put as many things as we can up there. The idea is to work through possibly the backlog, to deal with what's been there and to clear that, to ease anxiety, to ease, the overwhelm, right? And it's this idea of, when people are hard on themselves, say they have really busy schedules and such, and it's like, they go to work however many hours a week, and then on the weekend they're running and, putting so much pressure on themselves. And it's like, it's okay to rest. It's okay to breathe. It will get done. And resting is as important, if not more, right? To recharge the energy, to reframe the thoughts, to let go, to reorganize, right? Some things that were done, some things you're just going to let go. Assessing the whole situation and saying, do I really need to have this on my plate, if you will, or can I just let it go? That what's coming to me is the projects that you have the good intentions of getting done, but maybe they're not all getting done. And so you can create even more. And I've definitely been known to do that with creating art in this type of thing, right? And so sometimes it's just saying, I'm just going to let this go and all of the supplies and whatever it is to complete that project and just lighten things up, right? Okay, I'm splitting the deck. I just have it on my desk here, so I'm just picking up part of it. We have 227, befriend fear. You are stronger than your fears. Fear is not an indication of success or failure. It just exists within you. Your angel's message is this: as you manifest your goals and dreams, consider where fear creeps in and limits you. It's not going anywhere, so it's time to make friends with your fear. Reflect presently on how your fear could become a friend instead of a foe. Okay? And oh yeah, angel wishes. That's what I wanted to do. I had a deck here called Angel Wishes. Let's see what comes up here. What messages do you have for the collective here? Look at the clouds to see the answers you seek from your angels. So ask a question, and I'm grateful that there's clouds in this image here. Ask a question when the clouds are moving, and then be still and allow the answers to form for you and see if you are getting them. Look at the clouds to see the answer you seek from your angels. Okay, what else do we have? Do not be afraid to follow your dreams. Do not be afraid to follow your dreams. Okay, oops, I have two that are falling out here. So the first one is, your animals in spirit are showering you with their love. So whether that's animals that you had as a child or were around, they're showering you with their love. And it says, you know you can do it. We're going to take one more here. Listen to your own inner voice. Your knowledge is within you. Your knowledge is within you. It's actually interesting. Today I was driving and I was thinking about that. When people say the term, like when things are, say, overwhelming or chaotic in a certain place, and people will walk out or something and they'll say something like they can't hear themselves think. Well, what they're really talking about is they can't feel the connection with their higher self because there's so much distraction. But when they get into a peaceful place, they start realigning and tuning in with their higher self, therefore bringing through the messages and feeling the sense of being led by their higher self. They feel the guidance. Okay, so that is the message for today. I want to say thanks for joining me. I hope that you have an amazing day. Take care.